What's up, Dirty Virgins? In today's video, we're gonna be skating, doing poetry,
and stuff.
stuff, bro.
Poetry and stuff. Today's episode is inspired by Eddie's only.
Shout out to the legend.
Never forget.
Never forget, bro. So I'm gonna be doing some poetry for my old book. Yeah, so shout out. It's a hip hop and shit.
I'll be reading from my book.
It's a hip hop.
It's a hip hop guy.
Alright. Woo! Some painful ones in here. Alright. This one is titled Blew My Way. It's inspired by just being in love, bro. You know, not being in love with an individual, but being in love in general. You know. Shout out. Blew my way. We poets hardly fall out of love. We'd much rather write about how not to love. As our words fuel our imaginations, our reality is often fiction. We hardly know when to love, or hardly know when to stop. We believe love is a known human virtue. We can never see the future. Yet we can only write of it. We think writing will save us from our heartbreak, but even understanding it gives us no break from the imagery of love.
You want a hug, buddy?
No, sir.
You don't?
No.
You sure?
Still your shit, bro.
You sure?
Why are you gay?
Your shit.
Did you just say? I like coming to the Civic so much, bro. It's like there's so much, bro, and to draw inspiration from, bro.
Yeah.
Whether it's the nectar trees, keeping the soil always wet, or it's just the chirping birds, bro. So I try to keep quiet and listen before I speak.
Real. I have a belief that people who talk too much have a lot going on in their head.
I do. I like so much.
So they feel as if talking was just limited, but it makes it more.
I used to do this thing where it was just like I would yap so people don't notice the shit that's wrong with the outfit or with the shoes or the smell. So I would just yap.
I would yap in my mind.
Yap. I would refrain from that because I would stick out my tongue every time I would think deeply of, thinking deeply. When's the last time, man, you just looked at the sky and just
I look at the sky every day.
wandered off?
Every day. Sometimes I wonder if people just still look at the clouds and like,
That one looks like that one.
or people just don't feel like you grow out of that. Like, you know what I was thinking about? When was the last time you played with toys, bro? Like, what was the age you decided, I'm not gonna play with toys anymore? And was it because you decided that you don't want to play with toys? Or was it because you're like your mom told you not to play with toys?
Damn. I'm still playing with toys today, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm still kicking it, bro.
The toys, but yeah.
I'm still kicking it, bro. Like, you can grow out of anything, man. That's what Sabi taught me, man. That's what I learned from Sabi, bro.
Shout out Dr. Sebi.
Dr. Sabi, bro. Like, there's nothing you can't heal, bro.
Yeah.
You just gotta find the knowledge, bro. And stuff like that. So these two guys, bro, yo, man, those guys, man, music fanatics and poetry fanatics, man,
Yeah.
so much, bro. Hey, man, their relationship is super inspiring, man. I remember the first Sunday after the funeral, man, when he like took over the show.
Yeah.
Yo, man, that nigga cried, bro. He couldn't handle it. He was like, damn, bro. That's how you know that money isn't everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like the saga of success and the trials and tribulations, bro.
Yeah.
You're just finding your people. That's what I think everyone should do. That's what I think every virgin or dirty virgin should do, man.
Yeah, man.
Just
And every virgin should remember, being a virgin does not make you weak or uncool.
Yeah.
Because why? Virginity rocks, bro.
Yeah.
And people don't understand this. When we started Virginity Rocks, we started it from a place whereby we, we went on a journey where we realized that most people tend to think, especially during high school, that when you don't go through certain stages of the high school experience, you are less of a teenager. You know,
Yeah.
it's as if when you're a virgin, and being virgin is not only sexual, virgin at life. Some people are virgin because they've never done anything with their life.
Yeah, man.
They've just cocooned themselves.
Yeah.
Some people are virgin and not having money. You cheat on them.
Yeah.
But the moment you get money, you broke your virginity of, not having money.
There's virgins of knowledge.
There's
People
virgins
that
of knowledge.
never picked up a book, man, out of their
Never.
own interest.
Mhm.
You know? And that's
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's
You're
okay.
okay.
It doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means that you can still experience that.
Yeah.
Acknowledge the fact that you are a virgin,
Yeah.
and acknowledge the fact that virginity rocks, bro. Shout out. So this one is called The Southern Tip. My country, freedom is bought here, where even the hungry buy with no despair. In my country, the former rape capital. I say former because rape has been formalized and normalized. In my country, your blame is gold and accountability is copper. You could figure which one they're mine for. In my country, where sex is a commodity and the nightlife is the market, and with no money, you're looking at a jail cell. In my country, where 5,000 can get you limited freedom, maralokela 5 engwe, then you're forever free. In my country, where education is misplaced according to how much you're willing to spend, this is my country, Enzans.
I had a dream last night, searching for the beams that stand and build this tower. My body cowers in hopes for another toxic to indulge, a substance to subscribe to and only ask, what is next? I had a dream last night. In my dream, I searched in my pocket. Only thing I could find was keys and seeds, a promise from a dream that better things are yet to come, a soil where my hard work is watering the cells which I sell to sell a dream I had last night. The dream I had last night, my sweat waters the seeds to only open a door for leaves to sprout and photosynthesize in the light. And the dream I had last night, it seems as if the beam could only stand the sprite, my bones the structure a beam my dream had last night. It only circulates. It all comes back full circle. It all comes back full circle. I remember the circuit. I remember flowing from negative to positive, only flowing through resistors that only grew my current. Teaching Tando how to express herself. Yet in herself, she knew herself so much that when we had to bury her, I stared at the EPH signs, asking why. A young life lost, innocent time spent with good memories and friends, joyous nights with the boy she wanted to have, yet lost because it was time. Because it all comes full circle. It all comes full circle. I learned this when I saw the circuit flowing from negative to positive, only fighting resistors, growing my current as I stared at the EPH sign asking why was she brought to me. She never knew my name, you see. That day I wondered and pondered where was God, but the pastor read from the passage Solomon's Might I see, and I couldn't help it but never close my eyes for what I have seen. That day, man, I realized that God is alive in all of us, and He breathes and gives us the opportunity to become more than what we thought we could be. See, this senseless expression or this mind that was declared mad at the age of 8, only bringing a knife to school to protect whatever he ate, man, that shit was too hard for me to comprehend. I only tried to understand why me. and that led me to a lot of shadows, and a lot of shadows, a lot of trials. I tried to stand, thinking, why me? And how inside I could only see that sign sitting from the hall, burying a friend I met that year. You see, Tondo, man, she was innocent. Her eyes grew with innocence, brightness. The ideas in her could only make us all laugh. It's crazy how we all become saints when we disappear in flesh. But it all comes full circle, you see. I learned this when I was staring at the battery flowing from negative to positive. The resistors in me could only grow my current. You see, I had a dream last night. Dream of beams that could only structure the toxic trades I want to subscribe. In my pocket was seeds and keys, a promise for a better future, you see.
So this poem is inspired by a place similar to this, you know, a place where you can just relax. I would call it a home, you know, because I believe home is where your heart is.
Yeah.
And a home is where your heart really truly finds joy and comfort. So this one is titled The Place. The place of solitude, the place of no attitude, the place of stillness, the place of fullness. I still left room for foolishness. A peek at the neighborhood treasure reminds me of my adolescence. The place of refuge, the place of comfort, the place of love, the place of connection, the place of allowance, the place of diligence. The place where I write is the place I write off. As the place is my heart, it leaves no special place. As it gaze, as well as it goes at its own pace. The place of peace, the place where I receive a plate. The place of no anger, the place of no hate, the place of no resentment, the place in which I lay my head.
Poetry and stuff like that, man.
Poetry, stuff like that.
Like that.
Susie Werner, Moji, Wilson being Gorsi.
Yeah, man, I feel that hole too. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Son, that shit's cool.
So it's fire, man.
Virginity Rock.